of, okay, let it be, you can another department like economics. Okay, so there is a 3 types of the students are there, 3 types of the groups also there. Okay, so in generally, if you want to identify any person or personalities, we are allocating unique numbers, right? Your Aadhaar card number, your PAN card numbers, your college ID. It should not be allocating to someone, right? Because it will be going to be allocated to you people only, not everyone. Okay, so that is the reason. So whatever the things are allocating to the one person, it should not be the duplicate value. If the duplicate value there means what happen? For example, student 1 having the 101 roll number. If the student 2 also have the 101, what it will be happen?
There is no unique identifier.
Unique identifier. Apart from that, what else we will get in issues?
When we retrieve the data, the both the data may be retrieved, or
Yeah.
server get confused. Which one have to display?
Yeah. Means we are not getting the accurate information. There is a chances of, okay, for example, there is a student is there. This guy paid the fee. Okay. This guy yet to pay the fee. Okay. For example, both roll numbers are 101. So usually what they will do, cash counter, they are taking the roll number of the student, and this is the primary key based on the roll number. So they are fetching the details and they are updating as a this guy is a paid the fee. For example, there is some issues happen from the cashier end by mistakenly. Instead of this name, he updated this name because both are the same roll number, right? So what is going to be happen? So at the time of when they are tracking about the details and all, they came to know that there is some malpractice, or they are not in a position to identify that the malpractice also. Until unless whoever they come and paid the fee, they need to come and tell. Okay, so that is the reason we need to have a unique identification to the every person. So that is the reason our Aadhaar cards, PAN cards, everything, it will be unique only. Okay, not only that, our college IDs, company IDs, everything, they are going to allocate unique IDs. There is some of the cases, the IDs also will be the same thing. Have you remember about the foreign key, right? In a school, someone is doing foreign key. What is a foreign key?
Primary key of another table.
Primary key of another table. Okay, in real-time scenarios, for example, there is one server room is there. Okay, for that server name, okay, server room, there is only 2 IDs only they are allocating, or there is only one ID card they created. Okay, they are not allocating any other ID card. For example, if you want to enter into the server room, only one swap we need to do it with one particular ID card. Okay, so that is the group ID, and whoever entering into the person, they are going to take the whether the thumb impression, or they are going to manually enter their details. Okay, so nothing but there is a some of the rare situations we will be having those type of the calculation, but except that most of the 99%, 100% we are going to perform the actions on, okay, this type of the nothing but user should be having the unique identifications. Okay, without unique identification, we are not in a position to add the keys, and we are not in a position to get the accurate details. So accurate details, if you want to get accurate details, then identification is the primary. Secondary identification, accurate details, avoid unnecessary situation, tracking purpose. So we can track very easily. Okay, so this is related to the user. So in user also, we have the some of the categories we need to be taken upon. So what are these? For example, you are the, let it be you are a BTech or BSc, whatever it may be. So everyone have the some of the additional features also will be there. There is one student is there. Okay, he have access for example, computer department, additional access. Nothing but he is doing the some of the actions over there, or he is helping to the lab team. Okay, so otherwise he is working as a part-time into the lab team also. He have the, along with the regular access, he have the some other additional access he have. So that would be computer department. He have the some of the additional access. In the same way, for example, there is another student is there. Let it be the student one. Okay, there is a student 2 is there. So this student 2 is nothing but he is a part of sports. He's a part of the sports team. Okay, he is having some of the additional access to the court area. Nothing but sport court there will be there, right? Like a tennis or whatever it may be. He have the additional access to the court area. Student 3. Okay. So he don't have, sorry, he have regular access. Not opted. Other things are not part of other. So there is some students will be there, right? They will come, they will study, and they will go. Okay. The student 3 also like that only. Nothing but he don't want to be participate into the game. Come to the college, he will do the whatever the things are there, and just he will move on. So those type of the things, he don't have the much access. Nothing but he don't have the any court access. He don't have the any additional lab access or any any other particular access. He don't have the special access on the. He is not a part of that because he is not a participating into the those areas. Okay. So here, what are the things we have to be taken care? So what are the major things we need to do? For example, I want to create access for these 3 guys. Okay. So what are the things I need to be taken care? Means in which scenarios I need to keep in my mind. For example, at the time of the creating the student one, okay, what are the things I need to keep in my mind? Can someone?
Allocate, create unique IDs, allocate them in specific
unique ID is anyhow, there is a primary thing that should be have the unique ID. Okay.
Yeah.
Then what I need to be considered? Sorry?
Can you repeat the question?
The question is that, 1 minute, is anyone joined? For example, I want to create an ID for all the 3 members. Okay, student 1, student 2, student 3. Okay, student 1 is apart from the regular access, he is having the additional access to the computer department, computer lab. Instead of computer department, you can consider as computer lab. Okay, some additional computer lab he have access. Student 2 is nothing but he is apart from the regular activities, he is participating into the sport activities also. So we have additional access of court area, like a tennis court, whatever maybe he has some special access. Student 3 is a person, He have only regular access. He not opted for any other things. Nothing but he is not a part of sports. He is not a part of the lab. He is not a part of any additional activity. He will come daily and complete and move on. That's it. He won't do any additional activities. Okay. So here, so at the time of creating the IDs, so what are the things I need to be taken? That is my question. For example, I'm creating the ID of the student one. Okay, what I need to keep in my mind?
You should access only computer lab.
Okay,
We have to create
computer lab.
separate IDs
Or-
for different students, which are unique.
Okay, means I didn't get to. Can you come again? Which
Yeah,
are?
for a computer lab, there will be a different ID for the student one.
Yeah.
For sports team, there will be a different ID, and for regular, there will be a different ID.
So you are saying that, so we need to be create or make sure his ID is different and reflect computer access, right? Yes. So by saying the, let it be, by saying the some symbol like a C is a part of the computer, like some adding the some C to the his access. Okay, for example, sports guys, they start with S. Okay, so unique numbers are starting with S. So usually all the colleges will be performing the same thing. When you are seeing that one, all the categories will be happening in the same way, like a BTech, BE, okay, like that. Any sports and any computer, they are going to be identified because they want to be easily identified. Okay, so any other thing? Any other thing we can do it? So one thing we need to be make sure he is a part of particular group with specific permissions. So nothing but we have three groups, right? One is that let it be computer, staff, economics. Okay. So computer, we have different members also will be there. So yesterday at the time of when you created the directory structure, okay, below the principal, we have like a computer department, economics department, and other departments. Again, inside a computer, we have staffs. Okay, for example, we have a lady employees, we have a gent employees, we have a staff, we have students. There is a 4 categories are there. So one thing we need to know that what is a group? So group,
Collection of something.
yeah, group is set of peoples or members. That should be anything. There is some set of the people are there. So there we are calling as a group of the persons. Okay. So when you generally when you were seeing that there is a 144 section, they mentioned that no, we should not be in the groups. The police persons are saying that you should not be the groups, or we should not be the group together and discuss anything. Nothing but there is a one or there is a two or more than a persons. They can have a common category. They are commonly discussing, commonly part of the any activity. Okay, that we are calling as groups. So usually groups will be having the what are the categories? Why we are creating the groups? Any idea? For example, you are a part of computer group. So what is the reason behind that?
To separate them from common.
Okay, to separate them into the comment, nothing but they want to be make sure that they are a part of category or segregation. So they want to easily identify that. So there is a person called Ramya. She is a part of computer group. So by that they want to identify that Ramya is the part of computer group. There is a guy with a Somesh name. He is a part of economics department. So easily we can find out the guy is a economics department. So segregation is one of the important category. Apart from that, for example, computer department, we are having the other 4 members also, right? Like a lady staff, gent staff, and we have a students, we have a, let it be some facility department, some hardware department, we have some other groups also there. So including segregation, we need to make sure that the particular person is part of, yesterday when you creating the user, or I shown you, right? User add, there is a user is created yesterday. So we created the home directory. Why we created the home directory? So his all information.
Because everything comes under that.
Yeah, whatever the transactions we are performing, that should be deployed into the home directory. For example, you are staying into the one particular home along with your parents. If any good or bad, whatever it will be happening, it will be accountable to your family, right? Because if you get a good marks, if you get the, for example, first rank in your college, or if you failed also, or you got a good rank into the some of the public exams also, whatever may be, plus or minus, everything should be accountable. The information of viewers, each and everything they know than others, right? So that is the call. Like see, whatever, see, always we need to be related to the our own personalities, nothing but whatever we are working, whatever we are there, same thing they are doing the replica into the technologies. We should not be confused into the air. For example, there is some of the situations. So till inter, you are staying in our home, from BTech or BE or whatever it may be, in degree, you move to the other city or college or any university. So usually we are seeing the 2 types of the things. One is a permanent address, one is a current address. What is the meaning of that? So you people are using, right?
So
what is a permanent?
They might be currently staying somewhere else, or somewhere close to the college, and then they have a permanent address as well.
Yeah, nothing
in
but
some other state.
Permanent address is referring for that, the address we cannot change it as of now. Means you are staying for the some long time. Let it be more than 5 years, more than 4 years, or let it be more than some particular years. But the current address is you are referring, maybe it is a temporary address. Maybe for your education purpose, or maybe you are staying for the some job purpose, or your college or hostel, whatever it may be. Nothing but there is some specific reason you are staying into the particular area for some reason. So in the same way, here also we are going to discuss about what is home address should be always in a permanent address. It should not be the any temporary address. Why means, for example, you are staying in your permanent address, there is a courier or there is some of the parcel came, it went to your temporary address, but you are not a part of that from the almost from the 1-2 years. Then what exactly is going to be happen? Misleading of the information, right? Means the data is not accurate. Your information is going out and your information is moving to the out of your box, which is not relevant as of now. So that is the reason the home address should be always permanent address. So usually in a production environment, we get a type of the request. Okay, so they're asking that create an user, let it be Tom, okay, in particular group, along with group hetra. So this is the usually you will get a request. Once you get a request in user, especially into the administration, we need to be more vocal and more ask to the questions. Okay, first by seeing this line, so what are the questions you will be asked? They said that this question only. He created a one ticket. Okay, hi Ram, can you please create a one user for this one? This is a group. That's it. So by seeing the above conversation and all, okay, so what are the things I need to ask to the user, whoever created the user? So what I need to ask?
Why should?
I think yesterday or day before yesterday, also we had a discussion on this one. First
Why
is
should Tom be? Why should Tom be added to group?
First, we need to get the information of reason of creating the user.
Yeah.
Reason of adding user into group. Okay, so nothing but what are these two questions? For example, so when you were joining to the new college, when you were joining to the any particular organization, what is the reason? The reason is that I opted Somesh to the Wipro company because of he have a particular skills. He have a Java, he have a .NET, he have a Unix. Okay, for work purpose, we brought the particular person to the Wipro company. So there is some reason should be there, right? As I said, okay, add, remove, modify. Always we need to have business justification with approvals. Make sure it's a very important and a very sensitive area in your career. Okay, so whether you are a part of your learning for a Unix, normal purpose also, whatever it may be, it is not only for the Unix. Okay, whether you are creating the user into the SQL also or anywhere, when you are touching the user administration, always you need to have a proof and you need to have a business justification. Why the user is